from what I can remember, he was a second year student at university doing psychology or psychiatry, something like that. And when they found out his gender critical beliefs were known, he was kicked off the course. So first of all, he's 2 years in debt. And on average, it's £50,000 a year in debt. So he's £100,000 in debt. He's now been kicked off the course. So he cannot get the qualification to practice what he wanted to practice, to pay his debt off. So now he's been kicked off. So very brave man, he decided, I'm not having this. So, Free Speech Union took his case on. He's been fighting it for 3 years. Nobody without the support of the Free Speech Union could afford to fight this for 3 years. Their aim is to wear you down, is to bankrupt you. You've got no more money, no more solicitors' fees. You've got to drop it and walk away. That was their end game in this. We'll fight him so hard, he'll go away eventually. But he didn't go away. Strong man, James. And then after 3 years, which is also the punishment of having to fight it for 3 years, that's the punishment as well, because that scares everybody else. So everybody else is going, oh, James won. But it took 3 years, and that has a toll on you. My fight from cancellation lasted 5 weeks, and that had a toll on me. But 3 years is a whole new game. But he won. Got to court, put his case forward, and he won his case. Or it more looks like they eventually knew it was going to court, so they decided to settle out of court. So hopefully they've paid all his debts off, they've given him substantial damages, they've ruined his career, because he'll never be what he wanted to be, because he didn't pass the course, the 3-year degree course. It's a warning to all universities that you cannot do this to people. So many decades ago, 100 years ago, you were persecuted for being a Catholic. And then you had barriers in front of you in the 50s for being black and immigrant. And then you had barriers in front of you if it turned out, we found out you were gay. And all these barriers were removed. But now it's socially acceptable to persecute you because of this new crazy stuff we happen to believe, but you don't. This new religion of woke. If you don't believe this, we'll persecute you, we'll ruin your life. You can't have this job. You can't come to this university. Whoever would have thought 20 years ago this ever would have been the case? And we're here, and it's persecution, and it's thought crimes.
It is, and I mean, my two thoughts on it are, I am astonished that any educational establishment would spend so much money, obviously, on fighting this and targeting someone. My other thought is, as much as I think Toby Young has not been engaged in a number of issues, actually credit to him and to the FSU for being involved, because an individual, very few of us, I certainly couldn't go up against the legal system because it is so expensive. And actually, well done for the FSU and standing beside him. But it's madness that our educational system is spending the money on this instead of actually educating people, which is surely their role.
It's not their role anymore. Yeah. University changed 20 years ago. Their whole reason to exist changed 20 years ago. So a friend who used to work, he does now for some reason, because he's got gender critical views, used to work in the university sector. And he told me this, which I've never forgotten, it explains it all. He said to me, 20, 30 years ago, students were the product of a university. Now students are the customer. And everything is explained in that little phrase there. Universities were successful because they produced people that the market wanted, that society wanted, because they had skills and they improved the country, they improved everyone else's lives because they were good at something. Universities now are just businesses. Doesn't matter what they produce. All they care about is each student, because each student is worth £9,000. So to keep that student, we'll do anything. We'll make your courses easier. We'll make sure you don't drop out. We'll make sure we don't fail you, because you're worth £9,000 to us. And since you've been a customer, My salary at university is doubled. And it's amazing now working at universities. We've got more money than what we know to do with, because all you students are just giving us money. When you leave university now, you're almost unemployable, and you're in 50 grand's worth of debt. You'll never pay it back. You're stacking shelves at Tesco because your degree is worthless. 30 years ago, that degree meant you was a somebody, meant you were the top 20% of intelligent people in the country. So we gave you a job just based on the fact you had a degree. I don't employ people now if they've got a degree or if they don't have a degree. Makes no difference to me as an employer, because it means nothing. It tells me nothing about you. Universities have ruined themselves. And over the next 20 years, half of them have to go bankrupt because there's far too many people going. It's a Ponzi scheme and it's about to collapse. Did you enjoy that video? I think you did. Come on now, hit that bell, subscribe, comment. Let's build this channel. I need more followers, I need more subscribers. Be part of the journey. See you soon.